you selling or buying?
No.
There you go.
Something in mind. Now I got this record at home. We were out of these. I don't know where they got a hold of these.
How you been, Wally?
Been good, Ronnie.
Always good to see you.
Yeah.
Still doing the radio show.
Yeah, still got our pickle bed.
Playing every week?
Playing just about, not always.
But you're
From
doing
now
it,
on, no.
You're doing it by yourself now, aren't you?
Well, do some shows alone, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just some. We played last week at the Irish Hall, which we have 4 guys. Bass, horn, trumpet, Harvey on accordion, Harvey Becker.
Yeah.
And a drummer.
Harvey's quite a guy.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Good accordion player.
Yes. I had a chance to work with his band at Wahoo, and it was fun.
I know you told me.
Anyway, good to see you, and I want to take this back to Nebraska so they can see that you're still doing
Give all
well.
my friends in Nebraska my best hello.
You bet. Thank you, bud.
The hammer was right where the last nail went.
Earl Schmidt, who got inducted in the Minnesota Music Hall of Fame last night. Earl, reflecting the next day now, what's your thoughts?
It's a great honor, that's for sure. Really enjoyed the program last night.
You were very funny.
Well, I just told it as it was, that's all. I told it as it was. And
There were some good lines in there.
well, we tried to do that, and we were reminiscing as far as Jerry was concerned too, because Jerry was inducted last night. And it was just a great night, just a great time.
How many years totally were you in the music business now? How many?
I started playing with the Ivan Keel Band in 1946 when I was a junior in high school. And then I played trombone ever since.
You retired when?
About 85 when Jerry retired, when he retired the band in 1985. So that would be 40 years, a good 40 years.
Did you get the urge to go play a job again?
Yes, especially in a situation like this when there's live music, or even more so when there's music on the bandstand and so on. And it gets to you, it gets to you. You think of all the good times you had. You don't think of all the bookwork that was involved, all the traveling that was involved, and so on. You think of only the good things.
Thanks to you, I always had a thought in my mind of putting the same instrumentation together back in Nebraska, and they said it can't be done with Czech music. I proved them wrong.
Oh, good for you.
Thanks to Earl Schmidt and Jerry Shook.
Good for you, good for you.
We had a good time doing it. We don't get to work much now anymore.
I see.
It's like up here.
Right, that's right up here.
But when you and Jerry sold your book, who bought it? You know, because I've been asked that question a lot in Omaha.
Jerry and I did not sell the book. I sold the band to Jerry, and everything was his. All rights and all recordings and so on. Jerry then sold the book to Dale Pexa from the Czech area over in the New Prague area.
I see. Now, does he ever use it?
He uses some of it.
Tell you, one of the things that I enjoyed more than anything with our relationship through the years is when I introduced you to Don Henson.
Yes, wasn't that
Well, you guys created such a bond. I remember the first time we come up to Gibbon, and we did that one tune where he takes that runway up there.
Yeah.
He was just dying by inches because you were standing in front of.
Oh, is that
Oh, you were
right?
you were his idol, big time.
Well.
But I'll tell you what, it turned out to be one heck of a relationship, and
yes, it was.
he really enjoyed that.
Yes.
I don't know if you ever knew that, but that was. And then you and Jerry showed up for that wedding dance of his, and
Yes,
that
we
knocked
did.
his socks right off.
Oh, good. Well, good. That's what Jerry uttered his famous line. Then on the way home, see, we drove down, and then drove home the same night at midnight, something like that. And then Marvel started driving. My wife Marvel started driving. Jerry was sitting in the back, and Jerry says, "Now, Marvel, when you get tired, you wake me up, and then I'm going to appoint somebody."
That's beautiful.
Yeah, we use that line a lot.
Yeah.
That's good.
Well, anyway, Earl, congratulations once again. That's a great honor, and I wouldn't have missed this in the world because you guys were special to me, all three of you.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for taking this time.
Glad that you could make it. Thank you.
one of the most prominent musicians in the New Ulm area. All you people in Nebraska will remember this guy, Slivers DeWanz. DeWanz or DeWanz?
DeWanz.
Did a lot of arranging, played with a lot of bands. I got to work with him on Fest Richie's band, a few others. But tell me a little bit about this Hall of Fame thing, because you're kind of an administrator, I see.
Yeah.
And how did you get involved, and what do you do here?
Well, I wasn't really involved in this thing at all, outside of what I was a member of the Music Hall of Fame. After the induction, I was just another member. But all of a sudden, I decided to take a day job there, just part-time stuff. And I was working up at the Heritage Fest office. And finally they told me that you might be more interested in working for the Minnesota Music Hall of Fame. So I looked the thing over, and sure as heck, and Dodie went in and said, sure, she'd be glad to be good. And that's how I got into this thing. And I've had my good times, I had my shortcomings, but generally speaking, things have been fine.
This is quite an interesting building. I didn't realize this was here. How many years has it been here now?
I think the thing was built in 1935. And it used to be a museum and also a library, both. And I don't know exactly, this thing closed shop, I don't remember what year that was, because I was out of town for a dog bunch of when the building closed, and I didn't even know it happened until about a year later. So I don't know when it quit. But
I would imagine there's a lot of stuff that isn't even out on display that's probably, you don't have room for it.
Can't have room for it, because we got a pipe organ that's stored in St. Peter, for heaven's sakes. That's costing about $85 a month just to have it stored there, you know. And we'd like to, if we can get the upstairs here, we'll be in good shape. But I don't know if it's going to happen or not.
Now, playing-wise, do you still play jobs?
Very few.
Very few?
I'm peacefully retired, so to speak. You know. In the summer months, I still play with the Shells Hobo Band and the New Ulm Municipal Band and the original German band. But those are the only three bands I work with, and that's just seasonal. We start from Memorial Day to Labor Day, in that time frame.
May I ask your age at this time?
83.
83. I knew it was in the lower 80s, but I wasn't sure what.
83.
Still looking great, my friend.
Oh, I still wheel away too if I have to.